Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Good to be back. How we feeling? How we doing? I was off last week from the pre-market streams and regular streams, so good to be back. It's been, I think, at least 10 plus days. So how we doing? How we feeling? Good month so far. We did some giveaways last week while we were gone, while I was gone, but we're gonna do even more this week, more so towards the back half of the week. So lots to unfold, but hopefully you guys had a good Monday. Clearly longs on ES and NQ. Now, this is interesting here again, pre-market. I see James, what's up? Good morning in the chat. Daniel, what's up as well? Looking at ES, it's happened a few times, at least especially recently. No new high of day. And I wake up and I see NQ first thing, not going to trade it pre-market, but NQ did make a new higher high, like on the week, and clearly looking bullish right at its overnight view up now, where ES is a little bit lower. Now, it doesn't look bearish, but it isn't as strong overnight to make a new high. Take that for what it is. So I'm still gonna be looking for longs or nothing probably until we're at least beneath POC. I mean, we're very far from a yesterday's low. The rule of we have to break below yesterday's low to find short. Not that it's irrelevant, but damn, is that far. So we'll see what the open wants to do. We still have like 45 minutes or so. So we'll hang out here, talk any trades from last week you guys want. If you have a markup, probably can't really pull it up that easily, but I have Austin's DRCs pulled up if we need to go into those from last week. Because like I said, I was off the desk. I didn't do too much trading every day. And if I did, honestly, I didn't mark it up because I was on the road. But I know there was a nice long yesterday, and I know Friday is when I didn't trade. Thursday, I took a loss, but that was a clean setup. And I think the other 3 days I was small green. Clean, clean, clean. But NQ, on that note of being a little bit stronger overnight, I just have a line on the all-time high just to see. We are within, I mean, now it's like 170 points, which on NQ isn't too much. But yeah, ES a little bit lower and even further from that all-time high. So maybe still this week. That'd be quite a move if it happened today. But take it for what it is. I think no news came in. I didn't really check. Let's see. But James, Daniel, how did you guys do last week? While I was gone, I couldn't hold your hand on stream for anybody. Tuesday the 16th, halfway through June already. Dang. Yeah, nothing. Tomorrow we got FOMC. Sheesh. Okay, good to know. So FOMC tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Not expected to change rates. Thursday, nothing really. Just unemployment claims and nothing on Friday. That's a bank holiday, actually. My bad. So Friday, I don't think we're going to be trading too heavily. We might be still streaming here, but no clear trading hours. With it stopping at noon, how much are you really going to find? We'll see. Great week. The double breaks were running rampant. That's what I heard. That's what they told me, that the double breaks were feeding the streets, as they would say. Yeah, and I think I took one of them. If not, I don't know. But I definitely did on Monday. It was a clean setup. And like I said, the rest of the week, I didn't really document too much because I was trading from a phone or a laptop, but then switched to the phone while I'm on the road. So not the deepest of reflection weeks, but that's all good. And I think I know for sure I'm going to cancel my flight. I'm supposed to fly home on Friday, but I'm going to change that and go back mid-July instead. Gotta lock it in. So with NQ, we're right at that overnight VWAP. If this bounces and makes today's high or low, it's just clean. Asia session was pretty dry until when London opened, really popped us higher. Another new higher high above yesterday's high. So if this is our higher low and we work back towards these all-time highs, it's like, yeah, I'm a buyer and at this VWAP. Yesterday, we can go into that real quick. Let's throw on the overnight VWAP, today's black one that we're looking at. We didn't pull back to it once. Not even, I guess, like 10 p.m. was the last time we pushed away from it before I'm even in bed. And it never came back to it. Now, not that it has to, but a lot of the time, yes, it does normally pull back at least once, whether it's Asia, London, early New York, late, like just sometime. But just too many buyers just kept on drifting us higher. So when we look at, where's our open? Our open's here. Let's put on our New York VWAP at 9:30. We took clean longs on stream just to break and retest a VWAP. We'll go into that in just a second. Sometimes I miss those or skip those because it's a little overextended in my eyes, which is an opinion of saying this hasn't pulled back to the daily VWAP. I think it's going to want to because it normally does, and that is in fact true. But I think it's happened a few more times recently where You just have to be willing to lose. Let's go back to yesterday and you'll see maybe a little bit clearer on that 1 minute. If we rewind it here, get our opening range and all those clean levels. If this is in fact overextended and it does come back to the overnight, all right, I'll lose. And I'll probably just have to buy it back at a lower price. So you just have to be willing to lose rather than just miss out on a clean setup altogether, right? Because you're trying to predict that this is overextended. I know we're going to pull back fully to the daily. So I'm going to miss this clean retest off New York. Well, then you just miss out on a clean winner, which would that piss you off more than if you did take it and it lost and say, okay, it was a little overextended, but now we're holding overnight. Maybe I could look to buy it back and you make back your loss. Right. The worst thing that happens is you just lose playing a good setup rather than just missing a good setup because you think you know it's going to pull back. It has to do this. It needs to do that, which, yes, sometimes it does happen, but I think don't want to miss a clean setup if it's just clearly bullish at these all-time highs and above every VWAP. Ride the trend, and if you lose, you lose. You find another setup. Maybe we do sell it later, but we did not. It was nothing but long. So that's the clear lesson on the day, as well as actually, I will have a YouTube video coming out on this day. I filmed it last night, so maybe later on in the week. But stop loss placement is always going to be huge, mixed in with position size, because sometimes your stop losses are tight because you can't really go wider because you screwed up and you put too much size on from the jump. So they kind of go hand in hand. But if you play the bounce here, like we did off the New York, yes, you could randomly put a stop loss here. On this day, it would survive, but it should go at the opening range low. Now, if you put it at current structure, which is this current wick, and I teach all of this on ASFX TV, which has my full strategy and where we're going to be jumping over for today's live stream. So if you want to join that for free, the link's down below. You can see it on the bottom banner there. You should never put it at current structure because you'll just get these annoying ass wicks just like this to just sweep you out, and it still goes in the direction that you want it. So definitely don't put it there. But maybe someone couldn't really afford to put it at the open range low because, well, I'm in 10 micros, Evan, 127 points. That's a little heavy now. Well, no one told you to put on 10. Supposed to, I want to risk 500 divided by the 127 point stop. How many contracts can I afford on this trade? There's your contract size for today. And then maybe the next day it's a little bit larger because it's a tighter stop. Who knows? Right? I get so many. It's unbelievable, honestly, the amount of questions I get on how many contracts I use. It's irrelevant. I use different contracts almost every day by 1 or 2, 3. It's not sometimes 1 micro, sometimes 15, but it's never just cookie cutter. I'm hitting it with 3. So I don't know why anyone even asked that question. Zarb is bearish today. Well, he must just hate America. He probably wants the POC beneath us or midnight price, something like that. We shall see. Started using 1 micro when I need a wide stop. Yeah. Jay, any giveaways today? Suffering out here and can't buy an account? And then I'd go get a job or something. Go pick up a DoorDash or Uber Eats. Something. But I don't think we're doing any giveaways today on a Tuesday. Probably later on in the week. Maybe today. You never know. But hopefully you can get one soon. Yeah, look at that move. It's like when you just wake up and you see clearly buyers are in control. There's just something about this. Is this too high? Is this going to want to pull back? And we've seen it many times do that. So thankfully I did take the trade and not overthink it, but wouldn't have been surprised if it did come back to the daily and still bounce, right? It wasn't a matter of are we bearish today? It was just, is this a good time to be buying it? But clean lesson there yesterday. So same idea today. Let's remove all this. It's the same black VWAP that we did pull back to. This is the same thing of like, if we just pushed away from here and never returned to it today, that's like yesterday. But we did return back to it. So any long I find potentially after the open, it's like, okay, yeah, we had just reset at that daily. I could believe we could want to bounce now and run away because we were just there. So I do already like the way today's setting up more than yesterday because it doesn't look as far away or the need to want to pull back, right? Because you see how many times it did play with it overnight. Small little push, right back to it. Held it all overnight. It's back there again pre-market because it normally likes to play around this line, this VWAP. So that was just the case yesterday, and you can see today we're already there. So let's see if we can hold it through the open. Let's look at like 30 minutes. ES is holding up above it as well. All the touches to it, you can see it's pretty much never left it, where yesterday never came to it. Rohan, what's up? First of all, hope you had a great holiday. Oh, thank you. Congratulations on your payout and winning the challenge. Yeah, it's tough. I gave you guys time. I gave you guys what, 10 days, 2 weeks, even on vacation when I was barely trading, but took the whole Prime payout yesterday. So if you need an account with them, they are still running 30% off. I had the direct account, 50K. And so with the consistency rule, it's 20%, but there's no profit target. I do have a YouTube video on it. But the most I made, you can see it here. The most I made was like 436. And I was fine with that because then I just said, okay, times 5, how much will I have to make to get payout here? And it was like 2,180. But you could have made 400. You could have made 350, right? The number is kind of up to you. It just all depends on what your biggest day is. So made 436 like the first day. So that just became what the average is going to be. So inched our way there to payout. I don't even know if I had any losing days on it. I didn't really check. But yeah. So we had one guy in the BSC now who was on stream win the challenge, I guess you'd say, because he was the first and the only person to take a Whole of Prime payout before me, Austin, or Randy on stream. So you got a free month of stream and the mentorship. But now it's over. But now we got a new challenge going on. Evan, do you think today we fill the gap? I don't think into those. Everyone can speculate on we're going to fill the gap today. I have no idea, and nor do you, and nor does he or she. If we break below VWAPs and we look like we have a lot of selling strength and momentum, then maybe that's a target that we're going to go head towards. But right now, there's no signs of it wanting to, of it probably happening. So it's almost just like a waste of energy and thought. Like, I don't know. We're nowhere near it right now. So let's cross that bridge once we maybe get closer to it. Is this stream the same as on your website? No. So Mohammed, we're going to be jumping over to ASFX TV. The link's in my bio. The link is down below on screen. We're just live on X and YouTube here pre-market. If you head over to asfx.tv with a link in my bio, like I said, it'll take you to where all our streams are. We have 2 on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, except for this Friday for Juneteenth. And that's also where all the courses are and all the replays of every stream. So make sure you head over there. That's where we're jumping over today at 9:25. So about 20 minutes or so, Austin's going to fire it up over there. But good question. And then, yeah, we'll be trading some more Whole of Prime accounts, see if we can get another payout, if anyone else in the chat can, because I know many of you were maybe close. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Olo, whoever asked that question about the gap, hopefully that helps. Short answer is I don't know. I don't know. And maybe the question would be, do I think the gap will fill? Yes. When? Don't know. It could be in like 3 weeks. It could be today. We had a gap a week or 2 ago that, what, did it finally get filled? It had to have. Where was that? Maybe it's not going to show on this new September contract. So we did roll over for anyone that didn't know. So now we're on ESU or NQU. What was it? The M before this? I think so. Yeah, I try, Rohan. I try. I have not watched any World Cup games yet. You can catch me towards the end once it gets a little bit more serious. Too many games and teams right now that I don't care because I don't know anything. I don't know a ball. But once it's like the final 8 or the final 4, I'll get hype. I'll pick a winner of who I think is going to win randomly. But no, nothing yet. I mean, now that hockey and basketball is over, I'm going to need something to watch. Maybe I'll just rewatch the Tampa highlights every night. Except for losses last night as there were no streams. Well, Rohan, you shouldn't just lose just because there's no streams. You know how to trade. You know the strategy. You know the VWAP. You know where to put a stop, how to size, all that good stuff. I'm just here to hold you accountable. Yeah, I said there was 4 ties in a row. Oh, damn. So how does that work in the World Cup with a tie? Like tournament style, how does anyone move on with a tie? What the fuck happens? Yep, College World Series is dope. North Carolina Tar Heels. Bing bong. I think they're ranked number 5. They won the first 2 games, so that's good. See if my Heels can win it. And good old Omaha. We used to have someone in the BSC that was from Omaha. I was like, do you have anything else to do there but the College World Series? But yeah, that would be a trip I would like to make eventually in my lifetime. Go see the College World Series there. That'd be the only thing you go to Omaha, Nebraska for. I don't know if you could parlay that trip with something else. I don't know if they even have any casinos there. But let's see. Zach trades a lot of NQ, and someone said he was bearish. I say we're probably looking at the POC. We already hit that. And even midnight price, you hit that. So well, we didn't hit it in the New York session, but either way, he must have something in his mind of wanting shorts, and that's fine. Everyone sees the market a little bit differently. I don't look at everything he looks at criteria wise. If we short it, we short it. But right now, we're above VWAP, so we're keeping the long bias until we get new information. That's as simple as you need to keep it, especially here pre-market on a day that was very bullish yesterday. Stocks were ripping. SpaceX is at 192 plus 20% yesterday. Fuck me. Crazy. Keep the long until you're wrong. Doesn't mean you have to try a long. You just keep that long bias a little bit more than a short bias. And then you read and react to new information. Did we sell it at all last week? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I think I did. Well, no, I longed it on Thursday and lost. Maybe I should have shorted it. But actually, no, because I did come back higher. That was on this day. I was long somewhere around here, trying to play the double break, I believe. And it eventually did work out, but I was off the desk by then. Get a certain number of points for a loss, win, or tie. So they just end up with the same amount of points. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's no fun, though. But like just in this, at least World Cup format, let me see a winner. Come on. There's no such thing as a tie. I hated that shit in regular football. A team gets a tie. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if I'm broke or what, but my market data is delayed on YM and oil. Well, what's up with that? Data is delayed by 10 minutes because of exchange requirements. To get real-time data, how do I not have it? Well, it could have ran out, but then why are my indices fine? ES and NQ, but YM is not. Strange. I don't think it has anything to do with I'm logged in to my live account. I don't think it has anything to do with it. But that's strange. It's moving. I don't know. Did you roll over the contracts? Yes. So for anyone on TradingView, if you logged into TradeAvate, it should already automatically do it. Let's just go into, many of you are on micro, so type in MES, and then you'll see the arrow here next to the CME. Drop that on down. You'll see June is still there. MESM is probably what you're on and were on. Should be what you were on. Now you want to switch it to the U right underneath it, the September 2026 contract. For minis, micros, any of the indices you're trading, all of it, any of it. It's September. So yes. And then yes, like I said, TradeAvate does it for you. So that should let you know. Do I trade in other sessions as well? Sometimes Asia session, I'd say twice a month, if that. Really just whenever Austin and Randy send me a signal, I'll jump in on Asia session trades. But for the most part, no. Like you can maybe look at it as like when we stream here in 20 minutes at the open, that's one session. And then maybe you want to check back in the afternoon for another small session. But that's all New York, you know? But yeah, maybe two like that. But definitely not London and Asia for the most part, no. Unless there's crazy news and stuff going on that we're trying to capitalize on something. Not that there's not money in it, it's just, is it as consistent as New York? Is it a waste of mental energy? Do I need to? Do I want to? Does it benefit my trading, or is it just spinning my wheels and keeping me hovering around break even in Asia, and then New York is still what makes my money? It's like, all right, why are we doing that? Even if it makes me a little bit of money, is it worth the time and energy spent? That very rarely is more trading the answer. Doesn't mean more money at all. What's my accuracy this month? I don't even know. My accuracy. I assume that means win rate this month. Again, I didn't even import Thursday or Friday or yesterday. Well, Friday I didn't have anything. Thursday I had a losing trade. I'm not hiding it. I will put that in there. And then even yesterday I didn't put in. It was a winning day. So when we import those, I don't know. But right now it's at 75 day. Trade win percentage 80. It's only 10. But that's probably not completely accurate on the number of trades. There's probably another loss in there and another win at the very least because of yesterday's win, Thursday's loss. But yeah, slow, slow, slow. JP, you got it. Glad you're liking it. I will. I got a video coming out. I did yesterday or 2 days ago. So there's plenty of YouTube videos out on any of these double break setups that you see me take on stream, the single break, what VWAPs, literally everything. So if you don't know already, just check in every day at 11 a.m. Eastern to see if I do have another new video, because for the most part, I do every other day. So if you haven't watched these already, keep them 10 minutes or less. Keep them short and sweet. This was a weekly recap, so it took 11 minutes, but short and sweet. So definitely go watch those if you haven't already. But now NQ breaking beneath its overnight VWAP. We'll see if it takes out this pre-market low a day. It's not going to be the cleanest short ever if we do break that, because we still know anywhere between here and yesterday could be a higher low. Right? We don't have to. I mean, now that someone asked about the gap, that's so far that would just suck if we did. But we know anywhere in here could just form another higher low and work our way back higher. So I'm just never going to love the shorts today. Not that I can't find myself in one, but I'd rather see us find support and move back up. But don't we all? Yes, same thing. Sitting at its VWAP. We'll see. Definitely want to wait the first 15 minutes. Once you guys join stream, like I said, the link down below. Head to AceFX TV. Grab a whole Prime account while you can. 30% off, I think, right now, maybe even more. Go check it out. I have the direct account, but they do have a challenge account. But once we join, first 15 minutes, probably not taking a trade. Let the opening range set. Let it break as well, probably. So being that there's 20 minutes until the open, 20 minutes until we take our first trade, we still have like 40 minutes of information of, do we move lower from this VWAP and make a new low? That's going to be very telling. Or do we slow around here and actually bounce at the open? Okay, that's going to be very telling. So if you're confused, you don't know what you want to trade today, you don't need to know. You don't need to know what you're going to do. JP, good. Going to join next week to watch AceFX TV. Nice. Yeah, first month free for everybody. So join, watch the replays, go through the courses, tune into the YouTube videos as well. You're going to have hours upon hours of all the information and reps that you need. Videos are goated. I watched the 25 days of trading ones. Nice, Toby. Do you like those thumbnails? It's been a while since the 25 days, but yeah, those were nice. I appreciate it. The risk reward is really crazy and tempting on what? To what? Trying to follow the strategy after 8 years. This one is making sense. Nice. Hopefully, probably because that's simple. It's not a very overly complicated strategy that I don't want it to be. Keep it simple, easy, more easy to replicate and do consistently. I used to have a very in-depth checklist. I used to think the checklist was like the end-all be-all. Like, that's why I'm struggling. I'm not picking up everything that I need to. Like, I'm not seeing everything that's going against this trader in favor of it. Like, these 8 things weren't checked off. Yeah, that's why I lost. It's like, no. You're just not doing the same thing every day because there's too many things to try to do. When I'm just looking for break and retest or off a key level of open range high, follow the trend, give a good stop, let the chips fall. Watch features 2.0 like 15 times. So I got to go through the rest of your playlist. There you go. That's 15 times. That should be all you need. to learn it. And then, yeah, you keep up on the reps of it, getting more experience with it, implementing it, practicing it with the streams, right? So anyone that does sign up for stream, obviously welcome to tune in today. I just wouldn't suggest trading my strategy today when you don't know my strategy. I would say watch Futures 2.0 this afternoon. It's like 3 or 4 hours, split it up a couple days. And then when you're on stream, you're going to understand what I'm looking for, why I'm in this trade, how I'm probably going to manage it. And you can just join in and do it yourself, but you'll understand. You're not going to just be following. Do you have any plans for the future for any options course? No plans yet. My plan is to take my first options trade before I start building a course. I don't think you want an options course from me. Not yet, at least. But yeah, we'll be starting to trade that more. I know Austin and Randy took trades on it yesterday. So dipping our toes into options trading, still doing futures as well, but looking more into options as well. So just hopefully everything is just long term, just by the end of the year, right? We are halfway through. That's like by New Year's, if I'm fairly decent or okay at options trading, then next year it's even more of a focus. Like, let's now really try to ramp it up and get more consistent with it, right? It's not like I'm trying to be an options pro by July or August. Does YM have the same kind of results, or does it move differently for you to trade? I wouldn't say it has the same results. I don't know exactly how many times. Like, I don't track it every day or trade it every day. I just know I don't love the behavior of YM as consistently as I do ES and NQ. So that's why I don't trade it. But VWAP pays on all of it, you know? So it's not the VWAP's fault. But I know there's a few people that traded on gold, on oil, on YM as well. So short answer, yes, it works. I just don't choose that one as my favorite. It's going to be ES and NQ. We even have people in the BSC doing it on the DAX that trade in the London session, because I wouldn't suggest trading NQ in the London session, but take it to the DAX. Rohan on Hola? No. Not on Hola. I know Austin's got a video series going on where I think he posted today that he did get his instant funded across the line. So he should have taken a payout across 2 or 3 firms, and he's going to be comparing them. So look out for that YouTube video on the quickest way and easiest path to pay out across these different accounts and firms. So the boys are still taking payouts just across everywhere. How long have I been trading? I've been trading now for 6+ years. I think January was 6 years. So let's just say 6 years, because those first 2 months probably didn't mean shit. So 6 years. London session on NQ is money. Clean setups today was beautiful. Double break, which paid. To each their own. Go for it. I'm fast asleep. Yeah, and it'll work, but I just don't recommend it consistently if you don't need to. I'd rather trade NQ during the New York session. I mean, you look on like NQ overnight tonight, yeah. It bounced right off that overnight, no? Right on London Open at 3 a.m., you're right off that overnight. With a long bias, you're looking for longs with the stop loss below. Yeah, you catch that clean pop. Definitely. She'll pay. Anyone confused? Any last call for questions? We'll go over to ASPEX TV in like 10 minutes or so. I'm not looking for shorts yet. Maybe ever again. Just keep making new all-time highs every other day. I'd appreciate it. But until we make a new low of day minimum for me to find a short, to like a short, just with the way we made a new high on NQ, still making higher lows, I'm going to need to see some bearish price action come in to then try to follow that, right? Everything I trade is trend continuation. So obviously continuation of trend would still be to the upside today because we've been bullish. Let's continue being bullish. But if I'm going to try a short, it's not going to be the very first time where we shift from bullish to shorts, bearish. It's going to be, okay, we're shifting bearish. Shorts might be in play. Let me take the next one, right? Because if you try to time when that first short comes in, many times it doesn't come in and you got cooked. So rather than try to predict, oh, we're going to turn around now, buyers are going to run out now, I don't know that. Let me just read and react to when they do, and then I'll join the train. Very rarely do you act on your first idea of the day. Yeah, good to be back. So this week with ASFX TV, we'll go live again here pre-market tomorrow. But ASFX TV every day except Friday this week with Juneteenth. There's no afternoon stream. Zach does 1 o'clock on Fridays. None of that. We will be probably doing an ASFX TV New York Open one, right? Who knows if it'll be the full hour and a half or so if we're not finding anything or doing anything, but we'll hop on. And then full schedule next week. Probably full schedule until 4th of July, right? If I had to assume. So lots of good stuff coming. A video on my trading journey, if possible. I don't know if I even have that. What would I show on that? I got to make a PowerPoint myself. I don't know. What's crazy? Let's go to ASFX TV real quick while we have 5 minutes or so. Once you guys go through Futures 2.0, the introduction, it's only 6 minutes. This isn't in place of that video you're looking for, but I should have a picture of something. Damn. So this picture itself was 2 years ago, but this was the 6 years ago that we're talking about. Well, there you go. 2018. That's more than 6 years, my friend. But again, that doesn't really count as trading just because you found out what a pip is. But yeah, could definitely update that because now we've done 3 in-person events, and this picture is all before that. That was in New York. But yeah, definitely one day I'll do a journey video or something like that. Will you miss streams this month? I don't know. I don't think so. Supposed to miss Friday and Monday, but I don't think that's happening anymore. So maybe July is the next time I'll be off for a couple days. Maybe 4th of July. Tie it into that weekend so I don't miss anything. But you'll be good, Rohan. You could live without me. 1-0, we are not trading on YouTube today. We're going to shut this stream down in 5 minutes or so. And Austin's going to fire us up on ASFX TV. Randy's going to be joining us. And then, yeah, we'll trade through there for an hour and a half or so. And then we'll be back pre-market again tomorrow. But ASFX TV streams are always at the open, and that's the only place we stream. But it's free to join ASFX TV for your first month, right? It's not like join for the next 2 days and see if you like it. Stick around for a month. If you don't like it after a month, you don't have to stay and you don't have to pay. It's absolutely free. But you consume all the information for a month. If you like it and you want more, stick around. Probably going to want to stick around. Rohan, please share my charts. My charts don't have secret answers on them. It's the same chart as yours. I'll let you know when I'm in a trade. You'll know when I'm in a trade. Tried to sign up 2 times now, never received the email. Oh, that's strange. Make sure you're using the right email or your spam or something. Or email Austin at asfx.biz. info@asfx.biz. Oof, that was close. He was going to yell at me in a couple minutes. Booyah. Luigi, what's up? It was good. Very tiring, but good. I don't even know if it was detachment. I guess it was because I traded a little bit, but definitely not like a full session. No one knew I was trading because I wasn't on stream. So like I was kind of detached, but it was good, but not that good. Because I like working, like doing what I do. But sometimes it is good to reset and just take a break. Just very rarely take them because you don't technically have to, right? There's no force. That's why it is. Maybe it's because I've been trading for 6-7 years or whatever. That like when the market gives you a day off, technically or not technically, because of like a bank holiday or something like that, I'm taking it because we very rarely get days off. That if it's going to give me a reason to take off, I'll do it. Because otherwise, if the market's moving, why am I taking off? Why? So I just don't. So when it does give me a bank holiday, a little reason to, I'm like, okay, you're not going to be missing anything. You'll be fine. Because everyone needs time off, whether you're on a green streak or a red streak or just whatever. it wears you out. Looking at these candles every day for 6 years, you need a break. But like you're very rarely going to take that break yourself, so you kind of need the market to do it. There you go, Luigi. Hopefully, I would have taken it. Yeah. Do I suggest black and red candles if you want? I don't think that's the end all be all. I have red and black, but I've had black and black. Black and white is what Randy does. Whatever floats your boat. I don't do the red and green anymore. That's the one thing where I haven't seen that in years. I've always been black and black or black and red for years because it used to be, yeah, the psychology of red and green. It's like, oh no, oh yeah, and maybe it's still there, but I think just the calm colors get less reactionary. But I still have red, so I guess that doesn't make full sense. I meant to ask, when you started trading, what were you doing before that? What were you do? What and are you doing trading full time now? So before I started trading, I was in college. I'm only 25. So when I was in college, I started trading. That by the time I graduated, I was already trading full time. So I never had a real job. But I landscaped. I did like jobs in college, but like I never had a career after college because I was already ready for full time trading, but because I had 3 or 4 years of experience already. And that was the whole point of it. When I first started trading, and we're going to jump over to AceFX TV soon, so I can make a video on it and give some more detail into it. But it was like when I first started trading, I didn't open up my own account. I didn't buy prop accounts. Prop accounts weren't even that hot back then. It was really just like FTMO on CFDs and shit like that. It was like, I'm just going to look to get really good. Wrong one, buddy. Get out of here. Get in the New York one, Randy. Get out of here. But I was like, I'm just going to look to get really good at it. So by the time I do graduate, I'll be good. Like I didn't put too much pressure or rush on myself because I was fortunately a college kid. I don't got no bills or nothing like that. So that time when I was done with school, I had 3 years of experience and practice. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. But yeah. And then now I don't just trade. I have multiple streams of income around it. So that's good. Booyah, July 6th, a couple weeks. But yeah, for whoever 7367, whoever asked that, I'll give some more info on a video or something like that. I've done podcasts with Austin many times, stuff like that. But because we did a meetup a couple months ago, and some dad was there watching the stream, and he brought his son who also watched the stream. And his son was like 14 or 15. He was like asking for advice. I'm like, I started later than you, and I started before many people. So it's like my biggest thing to you is just you have so much time. Just look to get good. You don't need money. You have your dad. You don't need money. You're 15 years old. I know you want it, and I want it, but we don't need it at 15. So like, don't make the greedy mistakes that every other adult is gonna make because they feel that they have to. So you're in no rush. So you don't rush things. You just look to get good at the skill. Like you're a doctor, it's gonna take you 8 years. You're a lawyer, it's gonna take you 6 years, whatever. To make that kind of money, go through school for that long, you have to pay your tuition and trading as well. It's going to take time. But let me put in that time and the reward's going to pay off. That's weird, Luigi. Yeah. I have the same birthday as my mom. But all right. I'll see you guys on AceFX TV. Long still look good on ES and Q. I'm still not bearish. If you hop over here to AceFX TV, awesome. Should have already fired it up. The intro should be running. And there you go. So see you on stream. Everybody in here, let's have a good Tuesday. Keep the month going well. And we'll be back again tomorrow pre-market. But it's absolutely free. The link's down below. It's in my bio on YouTube, X, whatever you need. First month free. Let's have a good one. I appreciate you guys.